There's so much to know about Mortal Kombat nowadays. I mean, sure, Mortal Kombat has been out for a long time, and sure, the first Mortal Kombat game I ever played was Mortal Kombat 9 back in 2011 at a friend's house, but there's so much to know and learn about Mortal Kombat. Hello everybody, it's me again, and welcome back to another video on my channel. Today, we're going to be talking about Mortal Kombat and why? Well, due to the fact that Mortal Kombat 1 will be the last gameplay video I do on my channel. Before you say anything, I don't mean it like that. I'm talking about I'm talking about being the only gameplay video that I won't be doing on Mortal Kombat based. Like, Mortal Kombat, I'm sorry for the stuttering, but I did a gameplay video on Mortal Kombat 11, well, Let's Play wise. I did tons of videos on Mortal Kombat X. I did somewhat videos on Injustice, but some of them got copyright claimed and I had to delete them all. Well, some of them. And I even did versus match videos on Mortal Kombat X and 11. So, you're probably wondering, are you going to do versus match videos on Mortal Kombat 1? Sadly, no. Because, well, I like to branch out to other fighting games, and knowing to the fact that, Mortal Kombat 1 will be the last Mortal Kombat gameplay video-wise on my channel, I just want to branch out on other games to do gameplay videos on. But that's enough for that. What are the brilliant things that Mortal Kombat has given us? Great guest characters, awesome storylines, somewhat decent games, but, you guys are probably wondering what my favorite Mortal Kombat game is, and sadly, it's hard to choose, because I like all of them. I've only played the reboot timeline made by NetherRealm Studios and not really the other ones, but I would love to play the arcade-style games if I had an arcade cabinet by 1UP Games, and I wouldn't have the room to put one, or even build one. But if you guys are going to probably wonder what my favorite Mortal Kombat game will be, it will have to be Mortal Kombat 1. Sure, it's a little early to declare Mortal Kombat 1 my new favorite game, but, it looks great. It sucks that I'm taking a hiatus from the Mortal Kombat community. I'm still going to be a Mortal Kombat fan, even though some of you guys say that I'm not because, I complain about it too much. But hey, there are some stuff in the Mortal Kombat franchise that's worth complaining about. But I love being a Mortal Kombat fan. That's why I love fighting games, and Mortal Kombat is the one fighting game that I play very often on downtimes, or mostly on my channel. But yeah, Mortal Kombat 1 will be the last gameplay video that I'll be doing based on Mortal Kombat. But don't worry, I will be doing some DLC gameplay videos for the game. I did get one request by someone, I can't remember his name, but he knows who he is if he's watching this. He requested me to do a gameplay video on Homelander, and I don't know when Homelander will come out. They did probably say it in the reveal trailer for Combat Pack, but there's tons of other DLC characters I want to get through first. But don't worry, I will get that request. I got you. I don't normally get requests from people that much for my channel to do videos, but I'm getting way too off topic. But there is one thing I like about Mortal Kombat, and it's the character roster. Sure, some Mortal Kombat games didn't have a decent roster, but I think, in my opinion, Mortal Kombat Armageddon had the biggest roster in fighting game history. Well, Mortal Kombat history, because, it was based on Armageddon. All the characters had to come back, either new characters, or old, or anything. But the one character that I'm sadly wanting, well, not really sadly, but I really want to see revealed is Onaga. And yes, if you've seen me tweet a lot, or post, I really want Onaga to come back, well, not really come back, but actually return to a Mortal Kombat game. Even though, I've been reading multiple articles saying that Onaga will return, or based on the new timeline. But yeah, I have seen some more 3D era characters returning for that said new timeline, because again, it's a restarted timeline, and you know me, time travel does confuse me sometimes, hence why I don't get it. Why not stick to one timeline But I guess, you know, NetherRealm Studios like to do some new stuff for Mortal Kombat, I guess. It is pretty cool that Liu Kang is the new protector of Earthrealm and keeper of time. I was pretty excited for Geras to return. If you guys are long-term subscribers, you guys know that I am a big Geras fan. I love Geras in Mortal Kombat. When I first saw him in Mortal Kombat 11, I was like, okay, this guy has some potential. I may have to take a look at him. And when I first played him, I was like, wow, this is a character that's worth having a community about. I mean, Geras has a pretty good fan base-ish, but I want to say that if there's any Geras players out there, let me know in the comments, because, you know, I can't be the only Geras fan out there, because knowing that, you know, my all-time favorite is obviously Liu Kang, I have to give some of the new characters some chance in the spotlight as well. But Mortal Kombat 9 had a pretty decent roster, but it was pretty weird, the roster. Like, if you choose the arrow section, it only showed the DLC characters. And it was pretty cool to see Cyber Sub-Zero. Well, it was a timeline which Sub-Zero became a cyborg instead of Smoke, because in the old timeline, Sub-Zero wasn't a cyborg. Instead, they took Smoke, which is cool because it is pretty cool that Smoke has returned. I've been wanting to see Smoke return for Mortal Kombat 1, but I can't say for Rain. I mean, I was pretty excited for Rain to come back to Mortal Kombat 11, but seeing him is... I'm so sorry. That was my baby cousin. I'm so sorry. But, yeah, Rain is pretty cool on his own, but in Mortal Kombat 1, he looked kind of different. I mean, I do recognize him as like a ninja or something like that, because back in the arcade timeline, he was a palette swap ninja like the other characters were, like Scorpion, Sub-Zero, Smoke, Chameleon, etc. But Rain, he kind of reminds me of a RPG style character from a fantasy RPG game with that staff and everything. But overall, he looks pretty good. But the guest characters, I kind of think that some fighting games deserve guest characters and some don't. I mean, I don't think Street Fighter had any guest characters. I know if you guys say that Final Fight characters count, no. I'm pretty sure Final Fight existed in the Street Fighter timeline. I'm talking about like actual guest characters, because Mortal Kombat had some good guest characters. Can't say for Injustice, because, you know, Injustice had some Mortal Kombat style guest characters, because we all know DC existed in the Mortal Kombat timeline, hence okay, DC. But there is one thing I would like to see in a future Mortal Kombat game, and no, I'm not gonna say add Spyro in Mortal Kombat. I was gonna say, you know, I would love to see a giant roster of all the classic characters coming together. That's what I like. Rosters in fighting games, I like them to be big. And I like, you know, Smash Brothers Ultimate. Like, every character came back. From Brawl, from Melee, from even Wii U and 3DS. Like, that's what I mean by I want to see in a Mortal Kombat game. Every character coming back. Like Armageddon. Armageddon had every character coming back, including some new characters, something like that. But that's what I want to see. The roster in Mortal Kombat 11 was weird, because it had, like, empty spots in some parts of the roster, which is weird, because, like, I feel like Mortal Kombat 1 has had some weird mechanics taken from Injustice, like the super move style, the clash quotes, like you see in the beginning of the roster after picking your characters and cameo. Yes, the cameo. I'm still not a fan of it. I don't care what you guys say. It's my opinion, and I respect y'all's opinion, and y'all should respect mine. Not in a disrespectful way. But the cameo fighters doesn't really interest me. I mean, it has every classic character in their classic designs, like Darius, I was about to say Smoke. Frost. Frost's design kind of looks better than she did in Mortal Kombat 11. I mean, I understand she was trying to go for a cybernetic type-esque design, because, you know, she was redesigned by Kronika. Which, when I first saw Frost return in Mortal Kombat 11, I was like, wait, that's Frost? Why does she have cybernetic powers? But, you know, it's nice to see that her human-type self is back as a cameo fighter in classic design. I'm just waiting for other classic characters like Chameleon and Motaro, and maybe classic Shao Kahn returning on the cameo roster, or let's see, classic Tanya. You know, classic Tanya. I know I talked about Tanya in a previous video, which y'all didn't really like, which I apologize. I'm sorry. I had to talk about some stuff about Tanya. I apologize for that video. But yeah, I mean, hopefully the classic cameo roster, that's what I'm going to call it from now on, since, you know, the cameo roster is all based on classic character designs. I just really hope that the classic cameo roster has some decent characters. Like, again, classic Shao Kahn, classic Motaro, classic Chameleon, classic Rain. The sky's the limit. Even classic Raiden, that would be pretty cool. And hopefully he would be voiced by Richard Epker. I'm sorry if I probably butchered that last name. But yeah, I just wanted to make a video on talking about Mortal Kombat and my experiences with the games. And I'm sorry that I'll be leaving the community. I mean, I'll still remain a Mortal Kombat fan. I just want to take a break from Mortal Kombat and branch out in some other fighting games. But yeah, if you like this video, then leave a like and subscribe. Follow me on Twitch. I was just live streaming on Twitch not that long ago. But yeah, hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll see you guys next time.